Hey YouTube, what's going on? Warm is Eternal here, and I want to talk to you guys about success. Success to me, what it means to me is, you have that goal, that thing you want to do, and you do it. All right? That to me is success. Success can be measured in multiple different ways. It can be measured in, material things you've done, things you've learned, even. It can be measured in like things you've bought for yourself, like making the money to buy something for yourself. Honestly, one of the most successful things I've done here lately is getting 100 plus clears on Garden of Salvation and Destiny 2. I know, kind of a stupid, cheesy goal, but you know what? I did it. Was I proud whenever I did my 100th run? Yes. That run, it felt so awesome to do. Even though it was a little scuffed, just saying, from personal experience, it was kind of scuffed. But I was so fucking proud that I did it. That run felt so much better than any of the others I've done. It's like something I tell people whenever I give them their first raid clear in like Garden of Salvation or King's Fall, even. Wear that banner with pride, because you've earned it. What I mean by that banner is, for those of you who don't play Destiny or Destiny 2, when you complete a raid for the first time, you'll get a special emblem that says, hey, I did this raid, or I did this activity. I want people to show that off, that they successfully completed that for the first time. Now, some of these other successful things that, I've done that honestly felt so amazing. Like getting my German Shepherd, Dax, who's right now in my room with my mom and my nephew, taking up 3/4 of their bed, because that is what he does. Learning to drift on Gran Turismo Sport. Something silly, I know, right? Being able to successfully go in and buy my first handgun, which, by the way, was at 1911. At that, it was a Taurus PT 1911 with an accessory rail. I got it at a pawn shop, paid $710.32 for it. Walked in there with the cash in hand, walked out with it the same day. That felt so good to do. Knowing the fact that I worked all year to get my income taxes to be able to do something like that. Sorry. Need a quick drink. Whenever I do these episodes, by the way, just a little side note, I make notes of things I want to talk about and things, I want to bring up and, kind of share with you guys. Now, some of the most successful people, honestly, it took them a bit to get there. But they got there, and they want to show it. And sometimes, people they get jealous, saying, oh, this person, just showboating or gloating. No, what a lot of them are doing, and this is something that, I had to switch my perspective on, because I got a little, upset myself. But they're showing, hey, I worked hard. I worked, made the money, and, I was able to successfully get this particular thing, or land this promotion, or buy this particular car. I used to have a I used to have a problem with Porsche owners because sometimes they like to, because some of them, the ones I've met, if anyone out there sees this that owns a Porsche, I'm not talking about you. This was before I really, thought about it. They like to come across as a bit, oh, I'm better than you. But in reality, by them driving that, that was something that, they probably worked for and got the money and was able to afford it. Like I said before, success, it's either, it could be something like really small, like, getting, like being able to buy, like your first pair of shoes, like your first, pair of like Jordans on your own, like something like that. Sorry. Or, something as crazy like this, landing on the moon. Going into fucking space, landing on landing on an unknown satellite. Just there, we're here. Hey, we did it. Somebody made that right there their goal, their mission to do that. And they did it. And guess what? The whole world sat there and watched and celebrated. And yes, those people did go down in history. But you know what? They actually experienced that bit of success from that. Now, besides material things, showing success, sometimes that can be like a status symbol, which is how I view kind of the Bugatti Veyron, just saying. It can also be, landing that promotion at your job. Landing, like, not landing, but, attracting and forming a relationship with your significant other. That perfect person that, you've been wanting to get with for a while. You've been wanting to form a relationship with for a while. And you do it. And, you ask them out and they say yes. That's another example of success. Some people, it can be as small as making it through the day. Some people, it can be as big as winning the presidency of the United States. That right there, that's how broad success is. It can be any one of those things. But the feeling is all the same. It's the feeling of knowing that you accomplished a goal you set out to do, and you did it. Like, one of my goals was to go into Destiny and help people, which I got better at it. The first Destiny, and I got better at it on PS3, and that's what I started doing. Now, with the success, with, you start getting successful at, what you're doing, and you start, achieving those goals you set and you want to do, you're going to have those people that are going to try and shoot you down. Or like, oh, that's stupid, you're never going to accomplish that. Or, oh, you're going to have, it's going to take you years to do that, blah, 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 and all this other crap. Which is basically what it is. They're spewing nothing but crap. Like here lately, I made it to 47 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I thought I'd have maybe 3. That to me is fucking huge to me. To those people that are subbed, you guys are amazing. Thank you for helping me make a dream come true. And you know what? It's all going to get bigger from here. Now, going back to those people who want to shoot you down, a lot of them are just unhappy in their own lives that they can't, achieve that same success that you've got. Accomplish that goal to have that feeling of success that you have. Which a lot of people call us haters. And hate is kind of a strong word. I'm a very, vocal person about my opinions. Hate is a really strong fucking word. And sorry. Hate is a really, really strong word. But in all aspect, I don't consider it hate. I consider it more of the fact that, they haven't accomplished theirs yet, and, they don't want to succeed. They don't want to see other people succeed where they can't. To be quite honest, the only couple of successful people I've ever met was, Tech 9, because he started out basically on the streets, became the #1 independent rapper in the world, made Forbes list several times over. So some people, that's fucking enormous success. Like, you could have a good year in your business. That's another form of success. Going back to some of the people I've met. Chip Foose. Yes, I've actually got to meet him. A very, very well-known designer. It makes a lot of amazing wheels and does a lot of amazing custom cars. But with the success also comes the pressure to, keep going at it. It's literally just one step at a time. That's all it is. It's like whenever I'm doing a raid, we go through the different encounters in the raid, and I tell people that, they get, discouraged, think they're not going to complete it. And I tell them this: trust me, the reward at the end is worth the fight. It's worth the journey. And they'll sit there and they'll kind of think about it for a second, because they'll go quiet and they're like, you're right, let's do it. I'm like, I told you. When we get to the end, we get that final boss taken down, they're celebrating because they successfully completed that raid. They're happy, they're elated, they're mind blown that they did it. And I'll ask them, like, remember what I told you earlier? Like, yeah, this is it. And they're all sitting there, oh, thank you. And I'm like, I told you could do it. Now, really, when it all comes down to it, success is how you view the thing you accomplished. I mean, sometimes getting up out of bed. There you go. Good shit. Making it through the day. Did it. A lot of it also pertains to your mindset. And which I'm also been letting some of this play out as well on here because I'm still recording this through Gran Turismo Sport. Even car designers, people like the car manufacturers, they'll have their models that do really, really well. Like, as you saw, the Toyota Supra. Amazing car. Absolutely successful model for them. Put Toyota out there. They're sitting there like, shit, people recognize us from this. Like Ford with the Mustang. Look what happened. Like here, even the Bugatti Vision GT car. They set out a goal to make one of the fastest production cars in the world. And they did for its time. They successfully made it. When they did that test, they hit 253 miles an hour. Which, by the way, fun fact for you, that's a football field every second. The engineers that, you know, the crews there, when the car was, they were all celebrating. They were all, you know, cheering, celebrating. That's the feeling of success. That's success. That's another example of it. Like, I'll give you, I know this ties into one that I did on, just even on here. The driver of this Mustang right here, after every run, if you watch, after every run and every race, he is just ecstatic. He's just going nuts. After every win, he's going nuts. It's really just those small little celebrations like that. The small little moments where it's like, yes, did it. That's the feeling of success. It could be, you know, yeah, sliding a car sideways at 100 miles an hour, Vaughn Gittin Jr. And, you know, winning a championship doing that. You know, Vaughn Gittin Jr. Which I'm hoping that if Vaughn Gittin Jr. does see this, I hope to be that good one day, sir. Because 1, you're a maniac. 2, you've been a hero of mine for the longest time. 3, yeah, I found this and I run this just to piss people off. 4, this is inspired by you. Not gonna lie, I love hearing that noise. It makes me giggle every time I hear it. Now, success can also tie into your goals. Which, like I told you guys some of mine in the episode where I talked about your goals. Like, and those of you who are just now seeing, you know, this, one of my goals is to have a Desert Eagle handgun. Am I going to be absolutely ecstatic whenever I can? Oh, you better believe it. Am I going to make stupid YouTube content with it? You better believe it. Is fruit going to pay the price? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Now, it's like, going back to the people who want to shoot down, your success. I'll give you an example of something that happened with me and a friend of mine. As some of you Destiny 2 players know, when they added in the exo challenges, I made it a goal to solo those. I did the last one that they brought out, which was the safeguard one, where you got to defend these two. I did the safeguard one. That was a little tricky, but I did it solo. No help. No cap. No help, no backup, nothing. I was so proud of myself. I jumped back in a party with a friend of mine, with a couple friends of mine. I was like, yeah. Like, you're awful cheery. I was like, yeah, I just sold the last EXO challenge. Friend popped off, oh, that's easy. Anyone could do that. I'm like, let me have my moment of success, damn you. And way to be a buzzkill, jackass. That's one way. If they start, saying, oh, it doesn't matter. Just straight up tell them, you're being a buzzkill. Knock it off. Or they're saying, oh, you'll never do it. You'll never complete it. Oh, really? As this goes back to a meme. The oh, really, Al? Just look at him and be like, oh, really? You guys can see it right now, but I'm cocking an eyebrow. It's like, really? 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 You think so? Think so? Watch me. But a lot of success does stem from failing and going back and learning from those failures and learning from those failures and trying it again and again until you get it right. So if you want to succeed at something, yeah, you're going to fail. And you might fail a lot. You might fail a few times. You might fail a few 100 times. But, oh, I'm sitting here drinking Powerade. It makes me burp for some reason. Good Lord. What is wrong with me? It's the feeling of success isn't measured by anyone else around you. It's measured by how you feel about what you accomplished. Now, yes, you're going to have those friends that are going to be proud of your success, your successful moments, of those little things you accomplished, those successful moments. Like, one of the biggest ones for me was quitting drinking. Because there was not a lot of days where this Powerade I was drinking wasn't mixed with vodka. Just saying. Or like my jug of tea didn't have rum mixed into it. Just saying. Now, also with those people who will try to shoot your success down, I actually had someone, as I quit drinking, you know what they told me, and this was the biggest, slap in the face that actually really pissed me off. And I mean, this pissed me off. As some of you guys who know me personally, I have kind of a short temper, but I'm working on controlling that. Working on the self-control to fix that. They said, oh, I give that 3 days. 7 years. 7 fucking years sober. Have not touched a drop of liquor in 7 years. And that person, I know you're out there. I know you're out there, motherfucker. Their name's not important. Who they are is not important. But just know, they know who they are. And you said 3 days. I'm well past those 3 days. Just saying, buddy. That right there is another point. Prove them wrong. Do it. Enjoy that moment of success. Enjoy that feeling. Because I guarantee you, even though it is impossible to describe how it feels, you're going to love it. I'm not going to say the other one that I was going to because I'm trying to keep this YouTube friendly as I can. Just saying. But yeah. We're just going to leave that at that. I'm sure you guys have already figured out where I'm going with it. Okay? Get your minds at. Well, kind of going good, but besides the point. Anyway. Main things to take away from this. The feeling of success is extremely difficult to measure. Actually, before I close this out, there is something that I do want to add. I do Sherpas for Garden of Salvation from time to time on Destiny 2. I tell people, yes, it is one of the most mechanically challenging raids in the game. Albeit, it kind of is. Because, yeah, I'm just going to drop that right there. And I can finish that thought because I'm going to get very angry, and I don't want to do that. But what I'll do is I'll tell them that, we'll get to third encounter, and I'll tell them that, this right here is a choke point for a lot of teams. Because, in all honesty, it is. Those of you who've done Garden know what I'm talking about. Those of you who've seen the raid know exactly what encounter I'm talking about. But I do that because secretly I want them to have that feeling of success for completing that encounter, for completing the raid, to be able to feel that moment of success. Because literally, the little things like that make everything else more amazing. Now, as I'm going to try and close this out again, before I think of anything else, make this like an hour long, which I don't want to, so that's going to be a nightmare to upload. The feeling of success cannot be really described. You'd almost need a fucking sensorium to do it. But don't let anyone shoot your success down. Because people will, and they're going to try. Don't let them do it. Don't let them be that buzzkill. Don't let them be that Debbie Downer that's going to. Don't let them be that Debbie Downer that's going to ruin your day. It is up to you to determine what you think is successful and what isn't. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share. If you found this helpful, definitely let me know down in the comments below. But as always, guys, y'all take care. Stay safe out there. God bless you. Y'all have a wonderful day.